Hey there, magic monsters. So here's the deal. I just found out that my top colleague for the past 4 years has been let go at work. And I am none too pleased about it. So this stream will end before 2 because I'm having a call with him. And man, I mean, it's never good when people get let go. It's never fun. But when it's your right-hand colleague, the one that, not even right-hand, I mean, we're equal level doing very similar things on the team, gets let go. That's just shit. So, yep. Hope you're all doing good. Hi, Madfin. Just chilling there. Well, here I am. I showed up. Yeah, I had an appointment this morning, so I had the whole day off because I couldn't miss the appointment, and I didn't know exactly when it was going to be, and I just didn't want to have meetings. My meetings tend to be heavily in the morning. Yeah, so, hold on, I'm reading a thing. Yeah. All right, well, pretty sure I'm not losing my job, so I guess that's good too, but yeah. So I'm bummed. Sorry about that. Sorry to start on a downer. Got some coffee, got some water. Just had some lunch, which was too salty, so I didn't eat it all. And then I had some fruit. It's fruit season, berry season. I'm pretty sure California gets some of the best berries because they grow here. And I understand that in other parts of this wonderful country of ours, by the time you get berries, they're like a little old. They've been in a truck for a while. And so we get the best berries. No offense. But gosh. Okay. Let's talk about what we're doing here today, because last night. Oh, ha! Just sitting there waiting. Well, you missed mostly nothing. I was just being depressed about the day job stuff. Sipping on my coffee. Yeah. So last night on the stream, on the last night's episode, we had gotten to the point where we could add experience. So let's just remind ourselves where we are. And I want to work on leveling up, kind of get that going now. Hello, Merrick. How are you? Glad you could join. I'm glad I was able to do a evening European time stream. So, and I should bring up my fancy pants little inspector script. So this is that script I wrote that gives me just the general stats of my 4 player characters here. And so if we see the XP, we can see wonderful stuff there. And we should see it go up. Now, it won't go up right away because the editor is not updating automatically right now. But when this dies, which should be soon, we should get 10 experience each. Okay, so it's dead. Now when I click here, there we go. We got 10 experience each. So that happens, should be in green, I think. Yeah, I decided to color code bits of it so I can more easily see the thing. Hey, Magic Tim. Welcome to the stream. I think you're in Europe too, right? So like Merrick, I'm glad you're able to join the stream. So, yeah. So we got the 10 experience there. We got the 10 experience here. I did write some. I'm gonna pause that. I did write some other properties on. Oh, this is Tim. This is earlier today. I was copying this for our chat in the Discord, so it's still selected. So I create some can level up. Yeah. So I create some properties here, and I want to make these work with my handy dandy script. Or rather just utilize them there. So Now I need to remember what the heck I called that. What did I call it? Oh, player properties. That made sense. Player properties. Editor. All right, so on this script, we're just going to find where we do our thing. So on Inspector GUI, show general information, show players. That's what we need. Show player, show player. That's pretty straightforward. So name details. I think we're going to be doing this in the details. Actually, we can do this to player level. And we're going to move the experience part of this to player level. So we'll do that private void player level, player, and we'll start by just doing this. We don't need that. We're just going to make it its own line. So we'll do that, and then yeah, all right, there we go. So level. Oh, I guess we're on. Yeah, all right. So I guess I didn't need to delete that. So we can put all that here. I can remove that from this. So player level, the experience skill points, and then we'll do editor GUI layout. So how about this? If player.can level up, then we will write something. Otherwise, we're just going to do an if else here. I think that should be fine for this use case. Don't ride motorcycle in shorts. There, I feel like there's a story in behind that, Merrick, about not riding a motorcycle in shorts. I have an electric bike that I ride down to the coffee shop most days since it's warm now. And since it's hot now, warm is the wrong word, hot now, I've been wearing my flip-flops, my sandals, my slippers, depending on where I don't know what you call them in Europe, but my flip-flops. And my flip-flops, of course, don't protect my feet. So I know I'm taking a risk on my feet, but it's an e-bike. It's only going 20 miles per hour, whatever that is in kilometers. So it's a risk I take for not being super hot with shoes and socks on while sitting out in 38-degree weather. See, that's 38°C. I'm trying to learn Celsius. All right, so if the player can level up, then we will say can level up. And then we're going to make a button here as well. So I'm going to say start row. Oh, I don't have that here. I didn't bring that in here. All right, well, editor GUI, editor GUI layout.start, begin horizontal, and then we'll end it as well. Never forget to end it. Not vertical though. All right, and then we're going to do a button. So this label is going to be, gosh, I'm annoyed that I didn't bring in my my fancy custom editor. I want it to be an Infinity PBR custom editor. Do I not have that here? Did I not bring that in? My custom editor has a lot of easier to use things. Let me search for it. It's not there. Well, where is it? Where the heck is it? I think it should be in one of these. Let's see. Asset Store Projects 2020 LTS. Maybe it's in here. Whoa! Wait, you caught a bee. Oh, shit. You got stung by a bee? Up your shorts. I'm pretty sure Rowan Atkinson has a whole movie about that out on Netflix or something right now. It's called Man versus Bee, starring Malik. All right. Custom editor. This is what we're looking for. Yes. So I'm going to export this. And that should be good. So I'll quit and load this here. I'll have to pause. I'll have to stop and restart this. We probably can't install because I've got a bug in the... I didn't fix this. Well, first of all, this is supposed to be player level, so that's something. All right, so there we go. That was not first of all, that was only of all. Hi, Kevin. Welcome to the stream. All right, so now let's install it. I don't think it installed before. Yeah, import that. Uh-oh. What did I just do? Uh-huh. Whoops. I thought I deleted this from custom editor. Hold on, let me do a little search on my system for custom editor.cs, find the latest one. Name is that. Search by date modified. All right, so the latest one is today at 2:14. That would be the one I just installed. The one before that is in Infinity Icons. Really? That's from April. Hey, well, I'm glad you're here, Kevin. Hopefully this will be a fun one, and I won't just be searching for my custom editor the entire time. I thought I had added new stuff to this, but maybe that was the editor scriptable objects. I'm looking at my list of all these, and the latest one is in this icons project I've been slowly working on, but that's April, so that's way early. The latest one is today, that's this one, but yeah, but usually that would be part of either the game modules or the main packs But anyways, it should be not causing any bugs now. I thought I had fixed that same bug before, which is why I'm a little confused. Because I also think that I had added additional content here to drive additional things. And now that I don't see it, I'm just confused, you know. Custom editor. Where does this live? This lives here. Well, that is the right spot for it. Just wonder if the old backup has another version of it. Did I? Because I searched for it. I swear I searched for it just now, and so there shouldn't be another version of it. Nope, not there. So all right. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. It could be that I dreamt the whole thing because I dream in code. I don't dream in code. That's silly. All right. So now that I've got this, I could redo the entire thing, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to bore you with that. But what I will do is say, first I'm going to make this a custom editor. Oh, shit. I know what I did. I changed the name. It's no longer called custom editor. It's called Infinity Editor or Legend Editor. Infinity Editor, I think. That's what it is. Let me search for that right now. Infinity Editor. Because custom editor was causing There it is, June 20th, and it is in the modules. All right, so let me fix this. Delete this, and go to the modules, and we'll export the right one. So the custom editor was causing an issue with where's my modules project? This one. It was causing the bull. It was causing a problem with conflict with Unity editor, custom editor, and it wasn't causing a problem until suddenly it was, and I couldn't get Writer to pull the right one. So I figured, hey, I should just change the name to Infinity editor. That makes sense anyways. So that's what I did, and I even added it here. I made a whole video about it, didn't I? I did make the video. I think I even published the video. Anyways, yeah, so I forget what I'm doing. I hope I don't get dementia, because honestly, the fact that I forgot about this and it was literally all of 8 days ago, I got too much going on. All right. So where is it? It's probably under editor. Infinity editor modules. No, that's the scriptable object one. So it would be, not under game modules, it would be under this one. Aha. All right, so I'm just going to export this. There we go. We'll call it Infinity Editor. All right, that solves that problem. Good job, Sherlock. All right. It says it's replacing something, but I don't know what. There we go. All right, so we're going to say, first we're going to go up here and do Infinity Editor, and using Infinity PBR. Whoops. Should that do it? All right, maybe I need to fix this bug before it brings it in or something. Maybe it just didn't compile all the way. Yeah, it probably just didn't compile all the way. There you go. See, you remember, Merrick. I apparently have too much going on with the day job, the family stuff, and friend stuff, and all of this stuff, and trying to get new content made quickly. Lots going on. It's a good thing. In the end, I'd rather have, I suppose, lots going on than too little. Unless I was filthy rich, then too little is probably okay. Infinity Editor. Why is this not Infinity Editor? Why is this not working? Infinity Editor. Maybe I just need to look up why I did. See, because it's got this type thing here, so probably I just need to remind myself what the heck. Ooh, better idea. Because I'm pretty sure as part of this, I put in my scripting docs too. And my scripting docs, it's there for you. It's also there for me. Game state. Nope, this was not it. Did I put it here? Maybe I haven't put it here yet. All right. Well, then go back to the modules and look for my demo scene there. I thought I put it up there, but maybe that's a to-do item. But given the fact that I know my memory, all right. So the demo scene for this is right here. Where's demo scenes? Demo scenes. So Infinity Editor. Select this. Look at the inspector. Infinity Editor demo. We'll load up that, the editor version of that, and see what we did at the very, very top. That's what we did at the very, very top. And so we will do that here, as well. And it does not work. Why does it not work? Why does it not work? Tell me, writer, why doesn't it work? Well, all right, let me go back for now. Well, that's awkward. I don't think I need... Don't need this one. Okay, let's bring this one into it as well. Asset, import package, custom package, and we will bring in the editor demo and see if this works. I didn't bring in the scene, huh? I'm not in play mode anymore, actually. I had to stop that for importing. So unfortunately, I don't think that's it. But keep the guesses coming, because sometime somebody will be right. All right. Demo files, Infinity Editor. All right, so this is compiling just fine. So editor demo. If I just custom editor, type of, I'll zoom in here, apologize for that. Type of player properties, serializable, demo editor, player properties editor. So instead of editor, it's going to be Infinity Editor and type of player properties. And then maybe this is the issue. Wow, that changed everything. All right. Why would that be the case? Public class, namespace. The only thing I can think of is the namespace. Yeah. So the only difference is that this is namespace Infinity PBR and these are namespace Infinity PBR Legend of the Stones. So if I go to my player properties, regular script, player properties, it's a mono behavior, and make that just this as well, and then say using Infinity PBR Legend of the Stones. I'll do that to this one here as well. That should fix that if that were a problem. And it did not fix it. All right, revert. Maybe using Unity Editor. No. What's weird is that writer wants me to create it here. What happens if I say create? Will that ruin everything? Hey. Create type. But on this one, it's perfectly fine. Huh. A conundrum. I have using a Unity editor up there. Weird. Yeah, that's what I would think, but usually writer figures this stuff out for me because I'm not skilled enough to do it for myself. Um, Oftentimes I just copy from another script and it suddenly works, and I don't know why, but in this case, I just, I don't know. Stranger and stranger indeed. These are stranger things. Well, hey, Jason, we have a conundrum, a problem. So I'm going to keep that, close all to the right. So I've got this Infinity editor thing. Works perfectly fine in this script where instead of editor, we do that. But in this script right here, when I do the same thing, even copy pasting the code so I don't mess up with my fingers and put that in there, it doesn't seem to recognize it. This is like 99% Europeans watching, huh? Because all the Americans and Western Hemisphere folks are working. I'm not sure how to reload or resync. I'm not sure what that entails. But yeah, that's what you would think, but I can't figure out which statement it would be missing. The only thing was this namespace, but I tried changing the namespace to Infinity PBR from Infinity PBR Legend of the Stones. Oh, you're Caribbean. That's cool. Not too many people can say they're Caribbean. I don't know what's going on. So I think it might make sense now for me to figure this out offline when I don't have 8 people wanting to see cooler stuff than this. Yeah. All right. Whoops. So we'll keep it as editor for now, and we'll do it manually. So I really just wanted to make this shorter and width. That's all I want. I wanted to do my version of this, which is easier. The script is in the editor folder, and because I imported it and it hasn't moved after I imported it, it's in this editor folder down here. So Infinity, well, it should be in that one or something. Maybe, where is it? Infinity editor. Yeah. Oh, it's in this editor folder right here. Yeah. So it is there. Unsure why. All right, Jason, your funeral. Let me bring you up. Where are you? Where are you? I don't know if terms like your funeral translate, but maybe because everyone watches American movies, it does. Let's see. How do I do a call with you? Call. Start voice call. Let's see. Oh, screen share. Oh. Hi, Jason.
Oh, here we go. Let's grab the mic.
There we go. So the folks can hear you through my microphone. I'm going to move my microphone a little bit closer to my computer so that we're more evenly sounding.
Cool. Don't worry. We'll try to make it quick and get our man here back on his productive work cycle.
Yeah, jeez. Let me see if I can share my screen.
I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say, because it'll be much easier than trying to catch the delay.
Select something. Okay, there we go. Screen 2. Go live. All right, can you see my screen now?
It popped up for a second, disappeared again.
Oh, man. screens. Let's try it again. I'm going to change the frame rate just in case that's a thing. Oh, we got a bug. God damn it. All right. Well, let's try one other thing.
Well, you're doing that, just to mention to Kevin, who says that, yes, he ruled out namespaces in one scenario, but there's 3 different ways namespaces can be a problem. It can be a using namespace addition, it could be the relationship between the namespaces and the directories, or it could be the namespaces as referenced in the...
Oh, sorry, Jason. I totally just cut you off accidentally. I'm now in the voice chat channel, trying to go live there. That's not working. Okay, I gotta quit Discord. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Let's reload Discord. See if this solves all of our woes.
Oh, I can see you.
Oh, good. That's good.
I hear you too. That's good.
All right, now can you see my screen? Nope.
No, I can see your face. It doesn't work.
No, let me do one other thing. I'm gonna send you an invite to a Zoom.
One thing you could do, I don't know if you've got OBS virtual camera, if you can set up, just share the actual stream output to this camera instead. You can choose if you hit the button that says virtual camera on the stream, on the OBS options, you can then set this as your camera and I'll see the output of OBS.
Wait, what?
So OBS, I assume you're using OBS for
yes, I am.
recording.
Yeah.
So OBS has, like, what I do whenever I do my camera stuff is there's a second button on OBS that says start stream, then there's start virtual camera.
Yeah.
Now, I've never tried doing them both at once. My assumption is you can start virtual camera, and what it does is it registers a brand new webcam on your system that is OBS. And then, rather than using your webcam, you can use the OBS webcam, and I'll see your screen directly on here instead of your face.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I think so. So I started it. Let me go back to the Discord. You can see my beautiful
so now when
face.
you pick your device, if you click the little drop down beside the camera, there should be another one called OBS virtual camera as well as your normal camera.
There isn't.
That should let you.
I'm going to disconnect and come back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to quit and come back on. All right, it's not showing up, so I think that's not gonna.
That's my guess, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe I should. I've got a paid Zoom. I don't know how that might be easier.
Sure. Well, any Zoom that I can get into.
I had to buy it for a client reasons. I was getting those bloody 40-minute limitations, and it was just getting to be a headache.
Yeah.
Create meeting.
I always use my work Zoom for stuff because I'm like, it's easy and I don't have to worry about doing it. And I know how to use it.
Yeah. Well, I made a deal with a friend of mine. He's got a terrible mic, and if he bought a better mic, I would buy Zoom. So that was the trade-off.
Those are good trade-offs.
Yeah. So I can hear better, and then we both can have quicker meetings. Right. So I think I'm in a meeting now. I can share with you. Where the hell is the share button? Oh, that's share screen. I'm not going to share it myself. Participants. Invite. Copy link. Okie dokie. Let us see if that works.
Yes, let us. All right, I'm loading it now.
I may have to do the whole let you in thing. I don't know what that's like.
Yeah, and I don't know if we're going to get massive feedback.
Oh. Yeah, that's how it goes.
All right.
Okay.
There we are.
So I'm going to leave this call and see if it works.
Yes, because that was some feedback. So I'm going to leave this one. Disconnect from there. Just hide that. Let's see. Let me make sure my settings are okay. Are you screen ready? Do you want to be
screen ready? Ready as the day is long.
I'm just in my tank top and my hair is kind of messy, but there we go.
I just came back from a walk, so I've got a bit of a messy hair, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a hot day, so now I wear tank tops. Well, I live in Hawaii, so deal with it.
Like I said, the guns bring half the audience, man. You need that.
Yeah, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. I'm trying to plug in my, where's my, oh, there it is. I rarely ever plug this in, but I figure since, it is Tuesday after all, so. There we go. That seems appropriate.
I wonder if you can make it easier for your audience now that we're on an actual call. Can you share this audio because it's from Zoom on your computer? Would that maybe be better than the mic? I don't want you to break things if that's going to cause issues, but it might help.
Well, yeah. So that's an interesting thing. This output used to do my internal audio, but let me play with some settings and see. It stopped working, so I just stopped trying it. Yeah. I can't remember which one.
If you're still having trouble with that, we should pencil some.
Oh, I can't hear you now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me through? Can you hear me? You can? Okay, hold on. Hold on. All right. I might need the old headphones for this one. Let me see. I can't. Let's see. I still can't hear anything, so I'm assuming you can all hear me. Properties, device, black hole. That is true. Advanced properties. I need the monitor. Internal audio. Oh.
Tough chance that you can hear me. Boom, boom, boom.
Nope, I can't hear.
Oh, they don't hear me either.
I don't hear anything. Let me change to this. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Okay. Now, can the folks at home hear you through the computer or through my microphone or both?
They said we hear him. Now, when you say him, you got to be more specific because there's two hims in this conversation.
I know. One of us needs to not be him today.
Okay, here's me. Okay. Dave, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear both of us?
Yes.
I can hear you through my computer. I'm wondering if so I've got my settings here on monitor only for my internal audio, which is weird because that means
I'm guessing they're hearing me through the speakers. I don't think they're hearing me through the stream.
Okay, monitor and output. Now they should hear you through the stream.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Well, I mean, they hear
anyway,
you.
It seems like everyone can hear each other. Whether or not it's the best ideal scenario, I guess it'll work.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So, all right. So,
cool.
Now they'll just have to accept that we do exist. We're just hidden when we're doing other stuff. All right. So let's look at the script.
So, still need you to share the screen though.
Oh yes. So let's see. How the hell do I do that? Share screen. Hold on. Which one? Desktop 2. All right. Can you see my screen? There we go. We are good to go. Move this over here. All right. We're good.
Okay, so I guess in order, first thing is sometimes, the reason I specifically wanted to call is not to solve specifically this problem, but the idea is something I do a lot of is debugging issues like this. And so I think that the benefit here is the procedural steps of doing it rather than just the specific it might be A, B, or C. So the way I approach a problem like this tends to be in order, what could be the cause? Is it writer? Is it Unity? Is it a script thing? And sort of go through the cycle. Very first thing that comes to mind is sometimes for absolutely no reason, writer just disconnects its ability to detect your code base. And that's because what's happening is constantly Unity's doing a rebuild of stuff. Writer's reading that rebuild and then it's referencing available namespaces. So what I do if this happens as the first pass is I close Writer and then I go to the top menu in Unity and I click Edit Open C# Project, and that forces it to open and rebuild the project, and then that at least gets you one possible cause out of the way. So under Edit there should be Open C# Project, I think. Is it? Maybe it's one of the menu items says Open C# Project. I thought it was under that one. Oh, there we go. C# I thought of that. That's basically the same thing as double-clicking a file, but it just sort of says, hey, writer, connect to this and make it do its thing. So I don't think that'll be the cause, but it's always a good first step.
It's almost like turning it off and turning it back on again.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like disconnecting and reconnecting to writer.
Yeah.
You should see a little bar at the bottom right as it's doing the whole like building cleaning and stuff, and that'll let you know that it's doing stuff.
Yeah, I do notice that sometimes when I load writer up, if it hasn't been up for a while, I can't start typing right away. I gotta wait because everything's just like this until it does its thing. Yeah.
You'll also notice sometimes you'll write code and it won't show over in Unity, and you'll have to like click Unity and then click back to writer and then click back to Unity, and then all of a sudden it wakes up. Yeah, it's frustrating. So these will all change color now as you get your IntelliSense.
It will happen. There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
And that's first check. So now can you do your extending from it and see if that works?
Let's find out. Nope.
So next, click on it, just hover over it, and it says can't resolve, but if you press Control period, which might not be Control period for you, just...
Probably Command period maybe, let's see. Not that, not that. Nope, definitely not that.
If you click the,
yeah, that's what I do.
So sometimes it'll give you the whole, we need this namespace, we
found
it, but we don't know where it is.
That's
so
what I was looking for.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next thing, I guess, is to go to the one where it is, and we'll just trace where it is and then try to replicate. So go to the one that you have it working. And this is, under the Infinity PBR namespace, under Infinity Editor, and if you hover over Infinity Editor, just for my sanity, it is a class, it is under that, and if, all of that looks perfectly fine to me.
Yeah.
So for my sanity, find this file in the assets in the list of project.
It's right here. We're on it.
Okay, and that is definitely an editor folder, and it is grouped with everything else. Now, where's the one you're trying to make?
Player properties editor. Oops, is here, which is in. Oh, look at that.
It's not in assets, right? It's in the assets directory.
Yes,
folder,
it's
so
not.
It's not able to find it. So
there you go. There we go. There we go. See, I'll send you your check in the mail, per usual.
To be fair, I think someone in the chat did mention that earlier, so I think I can't take all the credits.
All right, so you get half the money, the other person gets the other
exactly.
half. And to be clear, just in case anyone's watching, by money I mean you get half of 0. So it's hard to do the math dividing 0 by 2, but
all programmers know you should never divide by 0 anyway, so we're basically going to do nothing. That's the way it works.
yeah.
Cool.
Bring this back up.
Unless there's something else, I'll leave you to it. Unless you want to debug something, let me know.
It works. No, I think that's it. I think what I'm doing now is adding the fancy level properties I made in my player class to my fancy inspector, and then going to have a button to mimic leveling up, so we can see what that's like, because I don't have a place to level up in the game yet, and then
cool.
Go from there and maybe start working on getting these bad characters moving around and actually looking like they have a brain.
Nice. I'll be looking forward to see where it goes. One other just side note, because I saw your latest video on the Trent, which I think is I like the idea that his name is like Trent, which is very funny.
Trent. Yes.
Just a guy called Trent. The one note about that, I think it was in that video. You did like a scan of the code or something. It's nothing to do with quality of code. It's just purely, I think you might have referenced TextMesh Pro. It might not even you, I'm thinking. But basically, something I see someone do a lot is TextMesh Pro UGUI thing. I don't know why it drives me so insane, but you can use the base class tmp_text. And so if you ever find yourself calling get component on that, use tmp_text.
I don't know if I don't think I do use TextMesh Pro, but there's a chance that Ryder may have snuck it in there at some point. Sometimes Ryder will sneak in a using statement when I'm mistyping things, and I won't notice it until it causes an error and somebody says, hey, it's not working in this version of the editor. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then there's some experimental using statement in there, so what can you do?
Right on. So good luck with this. I'm probably going to only hang around for 20 minutes. I've got my own stuff to do, but
Excellent. Well, thanks for popping on. I'm sure everyone liked it. Have a great night.
No problem. Good luck.
There we go. We'll leave that. And now I'm going to turn off this cocktail sign because while it's cool, it's also bright blue and distracting. But it's cool for the video. And if I were to have a party in this tiny room, which is not going to happen, then it would be appropriate for that. All right. So now we got that working. Thank you, Jason, for that. So that means that down here I can do cooler things. So instead of that long field, I will do label, and can level up, and 40 or 100. So that's all of that was just so I could do this instead of this. You see why that's more fun, right? Not having to type all that. And that, by the way, was all because Jason Storey one day said, hey, you can do this. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? And he does stuff like that. And then I like doing start row instead of horizontal because row makes sense to me. Start and end. So there you go. So that's much less code, more human readable. Okay. So now if button, level up, and we'll make this say 60 wide. Then we will do the level up, and player dot level up, do level up. I will just say level up. I guess we don't have that yet, so we will just say player level up, and we'll create that, and that'll be down here. Perfect. And then debug.log. Do level up. Perfect. And what happens though if we can't level up? What's in the else? We'll move that. So in the else, if we can't level up, then we're going to say label. So we know how many experience. So we'll do player dot experience, or what's the, I have a property somewhere on this. Points required for next level. Points required for next level. Points. Why is this? Ah, that's why. Points. Level. All right. So that should give us the points for the next level. And if we, if we have that, actually, I think regardless of showing that, I'm still going to do another row of buttons. So start row and end row, and then if button, and here we're going to say plus 10 XP, then we'll say player dot add experience points and 10. Yeah, I'm going to make this a single line because, and I'm also going to make this maybe 60 wide. And we're going to do a few of these. We're going to do 10, 100, 1000. And you know what? I know what this is. I don't need to do the XP. Okay. So that should allow us to add experience points so we can see what happens without having to kill the goblins. Let me get back to my chat so I can see what you are talking about. Who is Captain Conundrum? I don't know. Yes, it's true. Getting the problem out of the mind. All right, so now when we press play, and we look at our cheat sheet, we can level up that. Now that's incorrect. That's not true. We can't level up. We have 0 experience points. We can't level up. Why is it telling us that we can? And it looks like this can all be on one row too. So instead of, I'm going to do a little thing. I'm going to move the start row up. And we're going to move this end row out completely. Actually, we'll just keep that one. So yes, so we'll have them on one row. But we can't level up. So why are you telling us that we can? Points required for next level is less than or equal to experience points. How many points required for next level equals game experience required. So that's going to be 1,000 right now. Unless it's not being set properly. Should be. So experience required 2 to the power of level points minus 1. So level points is our level points, which should be 1. So it should be 2 to the power of 0. Experience required. Oh. So mathf.min 1000 or so this will be now a minimum of 1,000. No, that can't be right because that's not right. That's not right. Minimum 1. So because 2 to the power of 0 is 0, right? Oh, 2 to the power of 0 is 1, Merrick says. So that's not needed. So why is this giving us the wrong answer? Let's figure that out. I have 0 experience points. It says I can level up. I can level up if my points required is less than or equal to my experience points. Points required should be 1,000 times 1. It would be cool, by the way, if the delay wasn't so long. Wouldn't it be cool? Yeah, I need to restart it now. It lost its connections. Okay. What happens if I do this? It still says I can level up. Okay, I think I need to add a little bit more details here. And instead of doing this, I will just comment this out for now. Maybe I'll delete it. Might be fine. Start again. See what it spits out. See if it spits out the numbers we expect. 0 for next level. Zero for the next level. That doesn't. Yeah, so it's not doing the thing. So let me just also remove these debugs because that's just spamming. It's just spamming things now, isn't it? All right. So that's too bad. Let's figure out why this is doing that. So for now, I'm going to copy that and we're going to make it into just a regular old method, and we're going to say return this. But before that, we're going to say debug.log. Experience required is Make sure that's coming through right. That could be 0 for all I know. Algorithm is, and we'll make sure this is going right from level points. All right. So my guess is that the 1000 is set to 0 for some reason. The points required greater than 1000, not equal. I'm checking though to see if I can level up. So I'm checking to see if points required is less than. Points required will be 0 if I'm exactly there, and negative if I am over. So I think it spat out the wrong thing. Yeah, experience point requires 0. That's the issue here. So somehow this is already on the player here. This is not getting set to 1000. So I think I just need to. Well, actually, this is something I thought about last night, and so let's use the game modules for this. So I've been saying add these to a difficulty settings later, right? I've been saying that. Let's freaking just do it, okay? So I'm going to use the game item objects for this just to keep it simple, just as an organizational thing. So I'm going to create a new folder. We're going to call this difficulty levels. And in my difficulty levels, we're going to create a new game modules item object, and we're going to call this easy. Okay, we'll call this one default or standard. Maybe we'll rename it something else later, but when we rename it standard, that will load up. We don't care about all these other things here. What we really need is the dictionaries, and this is where we're just going to keep track of things like that. So we'll start with just this for now. So manage my item objects. I'm going to dock this up here. By the way, if you've not used the game modules, this is a one example of how to use them in ways that aren't exactly the way that they're necessarily seen as. Like, we're using an item objects. Items, you think of swords, you think of things like that. But in this case, we're using it for difficulty settings, because all it really is a data bucket. It's a container of data. So dictionaries, we're going to add to this. We're going to call this experience required. We're going to add that to all difficulty levels. We're going to expose an integer. And then back to my thing here, we're going to say 1000. So if I were to copy this or duplicate this and make an easy version. So I'm going to show this two ways. One, I just duplicated this and called it easy, and then I have to create a new UID because they have to be the same UID. The other one, I'm going to create a new game modules item object and call this hard, and then under hard, it should have the same dictionary options here. Under easy, the dictionary is already set there, so I'm going to say 900 for easy, and under hard, we're going to go to dictionaries and we're going to say perhaps 1100. All right, so that's experience required. So now, what I need to do now with my property codes, I don't know if you saw this briefly. Property code, this is a relatively new thing that allows you to more easily call the scriptable objects here and get the data from them. So I'm going to open that window, sorry, and then, there's a fly flying around. And all I have to do is click this export. It's going to overwrite my existing property code with the latest data, so it shouldn't ruin anything. It's just going to add these new ones there. And once that loads, I will show you exactly how to use it, because it's very, very easy and very, very powerful and very, very exciting. And Tim, if you're still here, you can vouch for it, because I know you're deep into using it, and I appreciate that big time, by the way. Your feedback is invaluable, and watching you use it is very inspiring as well. So now in my game, we need to make sure we load the latest stuff. So, I might change some of the details between playthroughs. So experience required is going to have to be set to that. So at the very beginning, we're going to say this, on enter preloading, because preloading will always happen when we load the game. That's like one of the first things that happens. So I think, actually, wait, no, because this is, let's see. Yeah, so this can be happen. I think this can happen in preload, because this is stuff that it's like constants, not, these aren't saved, these aren't serialized. Yeah, so load difficulty settings. All right, and we'll create that here, and we will eventually move it down, but for now I'll just keep it here. The only thing we're going to work on right now is just this experience required. So whoops. Actually, maybe it can't happen here, because the which difficulty setting the player is using is serialized. It's part of the game data, so it has to start after we load stuff. So start coroutine, get game. Oh, cancel that. Click the wrong thing. Get game ready. Set players dirty. Get ready. Set players dirty, and we will also then load difficulty settings there. So this will happen pretty much at the end of the get ready section. So stuff should have been loaded at this point, I think, but we can always do that later. So we're going to do a debug.log load difficulty settings, and we will also do I think, let me just do it for now like this. We'll do item object difficulty settings, and then under here we will say if that equals null, then that's going to be equal to properties, or properties dot, actually, yes, it's not an item object, it's going to be a string. So I'm going to just keep this. So we're going to say not is null. If we're going to say, all right, sorry, string dot is null or white space difficulty settings, and properties dot stats or item objects dot difficulty levels dot standard dot full name or name. All right, so this gets the name of that object that we created. The properties code just makes it easier to type out this in a human readable way. So of course, if I change standard to something else, this will break, and I'll have to account for that. But it's worth the trade-off there. It's easy to fix too. It's not like a daunting task, I suppose. So this is basically going to say if we don't have the difficulty settings yet, then set it to standard, and then we'll load the difficulty levels on the various things that we need. So in this case, experience required is going to be equal to, well, we should probably have a thing. So public item object difficulty settings is going to be this. No. Yeah, okay, so I think I can refactor this later if needs to be. So I just want to create a new thing like this where, where'd it go? There it is. Went off the screen. All right, so I'm actually going to move this up there. So first we're gonna set it if we don't have it already, and then we're going to say can we do this? Let's see. Properties dot item objects dot difficulty levels dot where. Can we do? Does that work? No. Yeah, we don't really have the options there. So, okay. So instead of a string, we're going to save the UID. So we're not saving the name of the. We're going to save the UID. And so if we don't have the UID, we'll do this in standard.uid. And then, let me delete this down here. We're not doing it there anymore. Set it to standard, and then we're going to get the object. So item repository dot get dot item repository to get item object by UID, and we're going to pass in our difficulty settings UID. There we go. So this is the other way to get stuff. There's a scriptable or an object in the project that connects to the scriptable objects. So since we don't know the UID and we can't get it by the properties, we can just search for it here, and this will turn it there. And we will then, of course, be better off having a thing saved. So public, or private rather, private item object difficulty settings. All right, there we go. And the first thing we'll do is if that doesn't equal null, then we'll return that. Otherwise, we'll check to make sure we have that. We will then look it up, get that, and we will say that equals that, and then return that. So first, if we already have it, return it. Otherwise, check to make sure we have a UID of a difficulty level. In this case, default to standard, and then get the item object and set that into our private variable there, and then return that. So now when we say get difficulty settings here, we should just get that. So now in our load difficulty settings, we will say experience required equals difficulty settings dot dictionaries dot get value int of experience required, and that should be that. All of that should work as long as I didn't misspell something. That should have been a smoother demonstration of the game modules. I apologize, it wasn't. It still is cool. So experience required, that's the key that I sometimes, you might misspell it, and that would cause a problem. All right, so let's see if this works now. All right, no bugs, that's good. We look at this. 500 for the next level. Okay, weird. Okay, experience required is 1,000. Algorithm is 0.5 from level points 0. That's odd. That's unexpected behavior. Whoops, I accidentally stopped it. This 0.5 is not normal. It's not expected. Math power 2. Level points is level points is 0. Interesting. So it's doing 2 to the negative 1. Why is level points 0? That's the issue then. Level points. Stats gets level ID points. So this is getting the player stats. So it's going to the player stats, get the level. This is just looking at the UID. So get that and return the points. Well, that's odd. I wonder why level is 1 but points is 0. it shouldn't be. We see level 1 here, so I'm just want to make sure the stat is actually has the right number of points to it. And to do that, we're going to go to our game, go to our second player, because Unity has a bug on the list displaying right here, right now. And we're looking for our stats. Stats. And level, somewhere in here, level. And, oh, we don't have the points listed here. That's why I built the property thing, so I could see the points. It's weird. Level 1. Why is my UI here? Level value. Stat menu. Level is the stat. Let's see what we're doing in our stat menu to get it right. Value text is the final stat. I guess it might be gain the one from another value. So let me see about that here. Let's go back to our debug where it's showing us the stuff that we want to see. All right, and then we're gonna say, okay, var level equals stats.get properties stats.stat.level UID. Okay, so that's our level, and we're going to debug.log level final is level.final stat. Just going to copy this. Level proficiency is level.final proficiency. Final value. My guess is value is going to be 1, but points is 0. Okay. I'm not starting at level 0. I'm starting at level 1. It says level 1, but that's the final value. I thought level is using the point system, but I'm wondering if somehow it's gained that value of 1 from something else. Okay. No, that's very interesting. Oh, no, I know what it is. So the stats has a fun feature that allows you to do a minimum value of 1. So yeah, this needs to be 1. I need to set that to be 1. So let me, I'm gonna have to update it on the save data because it's already 0. So this should have been a 1 by default. I just failed to do that. And really, this should be a minimum of 1 as well. So points can never go down to 0. You can never be level 0. Level 1 is the minimum. And then the final stat, it has a minimum of 1 as well. So there's things that can, magic spells that might lower your level, but it always has to be level minimum of 1. So that was the issue there. And now in my stuff here, for when I load my difficulty settings, I think I should also do another one called load special values. I'm going to call this load special values, and we're going to put here private void load special values, because this is where it's going to be like, oh shoot, it didn't quite something changed, and I need to make sure everyone who has the game going already gets the update. So this is one of those places where if, like, let's say you were playing the game and I found this bug and I need to fix it for everybody, then on this value we're going to say for each player of our player in players in data.players, we're going to say player dot set level, or we'll do player dot stats get properties dot stats dot stat dot level dot uid dot set points is going to be minimum mathf dot min of 1, and we'll save our current points equals dot points, so between 1 and current points, and we'll make this a little bit var level stat equals, okay, that, and then we can say level stat points level stat set points. All right, so we're saying it between a minimum of 1 and the current points. So if the current points is 50,000, then they'll still be at level 50,000. No, max of 1. There we go. Maximum of 1. That was almost a bug. If they've got 50,000 points, then they'll still have 50,000. But if they have 0 current points, then they'll get 1. All right, so that should fix that, and it would fix it for any saved games. Now, of course, I'm the only one with a saved game, so no big deal, but saying stuff up for the future. All right, what do we see? All right, 1,000 for the next level. Now this doesn't seem to be updating. And it still says can level up. So apparently we still have issues. Okay, these are spaying out properly. This is spraying out properly, but these are still wrong. Okay, I'm surprised that there are so many issues like this. I thought this was working as designed, or as I expected, not designed. Of course, it's working exactly as designed. The design isn't doing things as expected, however. All right. And ensure players are min level 1. Okay. All right, let's see. This is going to be all right, pause again. All right, there we go. So in our player properties editor, we have yeah, I'm going to keep this as a single row. I think what I'll do instead of oh, that's why it's showing up there. So we're going to keep this as that. Okay. And then this is still showing us the wrong info, though. Points required for next level. It's saying 0. I think it's just an update. Hold on. And then color or background color equals color dot green. And then for this one, reset color. So I just want that turn green when they can level up. And then have to restart it. Oh. Says it can level up. That can't be true. Alright. So now it's updated. So it just needed to update itself, I see. And probably the game needed to update its thing as well. So 1,000 points for next level. Alright, so that's not right. And if we go to over 1,000, okay, so that part was working, but this part doesn't seem to be updating. Oh no, it is 1,000 points for the next level. What we're not doing is subtracting player dot experience points. Which is just get the experience points. Points next level. That's what we were trying to do. Gosh darn it. Okay, that's where. Points to level up is what we were looking for. All right. Let's try our last time, and then we can move on. Man, some things take longer than you expect, right? Time to drink some water. Break time's over. Get back to work. Hey, the Bull, when does your new job start? All right. 1,000 points. 900 points. 800 points. Negative 300 points. All right, good. That's all working. So now what happens when we click this button? Well, let's find out. Level up. Well, I should probably remove all of these debugs now. And go back to this. Because I actually didn't change any of this, right? No. So I can just go back to this. Delete that. Oops. And so when this happens, we're supposed to go to this method way down here that says level up and do level up. So we are going to say player dot, or our own player, so stats or level dot, what is level? Is level what I think it is? No. Level object is what we're really looking for. Or level stat. So game item object. No, game stat. Level stat is going to be stats.gets that. Okay. So now I don't have to worry about doing all that junk down here. I can just say level stat dot add points. Add points. I can't add points 1. But that might not always be the case. So there's a couple. This is actually a game design aspect here. Orientation tomorrow morning. How exciting! Oh, I know. I had one job years ago, and then I did self-employment stuff for a while. And then when I got my current job, it was all brand new, so the whole paperwork and orientation was all brand new for me. But yeah. Well, good luck. I'm excited for you. It's very exciting stuff. All right, so game theory or design stuff here. So in Might and Magic 6, which of course this is an homage to that, when you go to the trainer, you level up, but it takes you a week to level up. So you actually go there, and when you do the leveling up, when you come out, it's a week later. It doesn't. You have to realize that it doesn't show you that unless you look at the calendar. You don't notice that it's doing that. So for mine, I'm going to tell them that. But there's going to be a certain amount of time required to get you to level up. And when you're training, if you have the experience to go multiple levels, you can do that. So, what I think needs to happen is a couple things. I'll make the comments here for it. So first we need to figure out how many levels we're doing. And so we're going to add points based on that, really. So if our number of levels equals 1, and we'll just pass that there. And then we also need to figure out how long this will take. Actually, we don't need to do that here. That's going to be something else. So how long it takes is going to be based on the trainer you go to and some other stuff. So if you go to a good trainer, it might take less time, but it might cost more money. Something like that. But that's stuff that this is on the player, so the player doesn't need to worry about that stuff. So for this one, we really just need to know how many levels we're leveling up. And I suppose if the player can level up 2 levels, I'm not going to give them the option to level up only 1. Like, if you've got enough experience to go from level 2 to level 5, go up 3, then you're going to go up 3. You don't get to choose, no, I only want to go up 1. It's just going to be 3. And so what we'll do here then is yeah, so we'll just compute it and then go from there. So now we need to figure out how many levels the player can go up to. So how do we do that with math? So we have our algorithm of power, math.pow, with this. So we know how many points are required for any given level. Can we get the opposite? Of this? Let me scroll all the way down. Oh, nice. You're doing job interviews too. I feel bad because I got lucky with both of my full-time jobs. One, it was just offered to me because they needed somebody and I just happened to legally be capable of doing it. And this other one, I literally just kind of wrote a letter saying I'm not qualified for that job, but I'm qualified for some job. And I interviewed with a C-level person, and he told the team, make this person a job. And they did, and it was just like easy. One interview, told me the next day he wanted me to bring me on the team, and that was that. So I feel like I got extremely lucky there. With how that worked out. Right place, right time, right skill set. But a huge luck roll as well. All right, so this is the math that we need to figure. We need to reverse this. So we know that this will give us the experience, but what we need to know is the opposite. So experience XP required equals this. What we need to know, and we level points -1. So what we need to know is the opposite. We need to get this value from that. So if we're thinking of our math, this is where I get it gets tricky for me. But I know we need to flip this around. Happen to be legally capable of it. Totally true. So we need to flip this around. This is going to be, let's see. We know this is 1,000. 1,000 times that. We know how many we have. So how many we have divide by 1,000. So we're going to start with so var step 1. We'll just call it step 1 equals experience points divide 1 by experience required. All right, so that's how many. And then so this, so now we've got this isn't right. That's not right. This matters not. That has nothing to do with it. Gosh, square root, I think, of x. So mathf square root how do you do the opposite of 2 to the power of something? Because x is, we need to find for x. We know 2 to the power of x. We need to solve for x. Logarithms? God damn. Maybe. I didn't take this class in high school. Yeah. I dropped math and science as soon as I could and took theater and writing and choir. It's not that I wasn't smart, I just didn't like school, you know? Wasn't my thing at the time. Let's see. We're multiplying this by 1,000, and so if we're gonna I mean, I could do this in a different way. Negative power? And what's negative power? Negative power of 2 returns the next power of 2 that is equal to or greater than the argument. That doesn't seem right. I could do this another way and just kind of do a loop. I could do private void 2 to the power of 1 divided by the power. Wait, what? 2 to the power of 1 divided by the power. Opposite of n is the square root, so it's the nth of whatever number. The nth root of whatever number. Are you guys saying the same thing? So for opposite of 2 to the power of 3, magic the ball. I'm trying to figure out magic. we're trying to figure out how many levels I can gain, or what level I would be at given certain experience points. So for the opposite of 2 to the power of 3, it would be 2 to the power of 1 over 3. Okay. So, but still, I don't know what x is in this point. This is what I'm trying to solve for. I'm trying to solve for x. So, I mean, one option, one way of doing this is to say, is to say, while points required for the next level. Yeah, so I know my experience points. I know my level. I'm trying to find out what level I can get to based on those experience points. And the basic experience is 1 to 2 equals 1,000, 2 to 3 equals 2,000, 3 to 4 equals 4,000, and 4 to 5 equals 8,000, and so on. And so I know that, let's say I've got 3,000. I'm on level 1. I've got 3,000, so I know that, as an example, I'm at level 1 with 3,000 XP. Points required for next level will return negative 2,000. But what I need to find out is how many levels I can get to. I want to say, oh, you can get to level 3. And then I know I can go up to so then I can say, add points, number of levels, 2. Because that's the difference between where I can get and where I am, and that's how many I'm going to add. I know my experience points. I know experience points, and that's var XP equals experience points. So we know our experience points, and so I just need to figure out how to reverse this around to figure out this value. And so what I was thinking is basically, so while true, and then we will say if our test level equals level points, if this is less than experience points, then we will say test level plus plus. Otherwise break. Else. And then continue. Otherwise break. So in this, basically, we're going to say if we have enough experience to get to the next test level, then that, and then we'll return debug.log returned or got test to test level. And I think I might need to subtract 1 or something from that, or add 1 or something like that, and then we'll move that there. I think that should not return an infinite loop. I think we'll see. We didn't get to the player root movement today. I should just use the logarithm then? How do I use the logarithm then? Is there a link you can share with me that would educate me a little bit on it? Because that's definitely some math I admit I do not know. Got to test level 1. Got to test level 3. So I've got 4,000 experience, which means I should be able to add 3 to level 4. So test level is actually the number of levels. So we'll change this to number of levels, and then we will say level stat add number of levels. Oh. Okay. And then also all right, Corey, I will do that, but I want to do something else real quick. For my game, on my difficulty settings, I'm going to add another thing. Experience required. We're going to add skill points per level. This is going to be default to 5, but we're going to put this in our difficulty settings. And I think I'm not going to lower it for hard difficulty, but I will increase it for easy difficulty. So you'll just be able to level up your skills faster on easy mode, but it won't be harder necessarily on the other one. So we will add to skill points per level. And it's going to be an int. And for standard it will be 5. For hard it will be 5. For easy it will be 6. Oops. Okay. And then all right. So skill points per level, and then player We will say skill points stat dot add points number of levels times game dot skill points per level, and skill point stat is gonna be like level stat. Where's our skill points? Skill points equals this. Oh, I've got an add skill points. Interesting. Skill point stat. Whoa, that didn't work. Nope. Must not have copied this. Stat equals that. And then add skill points is going to be... Okay, so I've got too many properties, probably. Probably too many properties. So we can then say add skill points number of levels times game dot skill points per level. And that should give us a bunch of skill points too. And no, you don't need to dig into it, Double. I think Corey has led me to inverse of exponents, and that might educate me a little bit. But I want to see if this is working first before making it better. Preferring to not do a while loop for sure. Ah, yes. Sorry, I don't know, is that script too... That's pretty zoomed in, but this part's not, and you might be on your phone. Alright. So, we are now here. Oh, we have 1,000 skill points. So now we've got a lot more. I will level up. Level up 5. Level 5, 21 skill points. So I got 4 because I went from... So that's perfect. That's the right amount. Oh, that didn't work. We just went up 5 levels at once. So something's wrong there. Ah, we need to subtract our current levels. So number of levels minus equals current levels. Minus 1, I think, or plus 1. Wait, because this was starting at 1 and giving us 1 when we could move up 1. So if I removed 1, yeah, so I think this is right. Let's try it. All right, 1,000. Level up. Okay, so that didn't work. Got us level -1. Oh, yeah. -1, not +1. I forgot I was subtracting. Hey, actually only about 4 more minutes, Jason. Sorry to disappoint. I've got a call with a colleague who unfortunately was let go earlier today. My closest colleague at work, which is very disappointing. And so I'm going to have a call with him and commiserate because that sucks and I'm mad about it. Alright, so we are now at, okay, the right one. But that's not right. That seems right. Okay, let's look at this one. We got 0. We need to get to 1,000. Level up. Oh. Now we need to get to 2,000. Now we need to get to 4,000. Okay. I see. So it seems to be working, right? If we get on to this one, whoops, and we give ourselves a whole bunch of points. We're on level 8. We got 36, so we went to 7. Yeah, so that seems right. Alright, so that's basically working. I am... You guys like math puzzles, don't you? For me, it's like pulling teeth. Inverse of exponents. Where's my web browser? Inverse of exponents. Chili math. That sounds like a fun URL. Alright, I'm going to have to read this later because I'm going to have to go get ready for this call. Yeah, so I didn't get to the player working stuff. This will need to be refactored. I don't want to do a while loop here. But it works, you know, so it's not the worst, but I think the actual algorithm would make more sense. I didn't get to, unfortunately, this I wanted to get to here and then do some player movement, but it just took 2 hours to get to here. I didn't expect that. I was expecting this would take like 40 minutes, 30 minutes. It took longer. So, you're all nerds. Yeah. So, I do thank you all for coming out. And please do like and subscribe and give a thumbs up and give a subscribe and a share with your mother and your father and your family and your friends and on Reddit and all the things. Definitely, if you haven't, by the way, seen my post on the Discord earlier today about the stuff that's going on in the asset store, there's some interesting things on the asset store. The Procedural Worlds publisher sale plus a mega bundle that was curated by Procedural World. So definitely check those out. They have my links. I will share them in a thing here. So that's to the mega bundle. So definitely check that out. I suppose there's some cool stuff. I like this image, but there's some cool stuff here. I actually own a lot. I'm not signed in apparently, but I own a lot of these already. So I think I own almost every single one of these. So maybe this was the only one I didn't own, and I wasn't sure if I wanted the few things from here. So I might not actually buy it because I own everything. But other people are buying it. So yeah. Anyways, now we've got Inception going on. So that's cool too. Inception. If you have any questions, let me know. And have a great day, and I will see you on the other side.